Well, thanks, guys. The Toronto Marlies off to Rochester, as Bob said, without Leipzig, without Kapanen, and, of course, without Renat Valiev, who's been out for a few games and will be out for an extended period as well. That means the Marlies called up Nicholas Brouillard from the Orlando Solar Bears, and he will likely see some action over the next few games. Well, the Marlies facing the Rochester Americans on Wednesday night, and Rochester has given the Marlies a game every single game this year. What do they need to do in order to pull out a victory on this, in the middle of this boat show road trip? Here's Andrew Campbell. Andrew, this Rochester team has given the Marlies a little bit of trouble. What do you guys look to go and do this Wednesday game against them, look to do against them?
Yeah, we're just going to try to build off what we did last weekend. Like you said, they're a team that's taken a lot of points from us this year, and a team we're battling with in the standings, so it's a huge 2 points for us tomorrow night. What
have they done to be successful that you guys have seen on video and in the games?
Well, they're a team that they have some pretty dynamic forwards. When we turn the puck over and make mistakes, that they usually tend to capitalize on them. So we got to manage the puck well, play in their zone, and I think we'll be good.
Talk about managing the puck well. One of the things that has given the Marlies some trouble is that one or two mistakes a game has cost them. How do you limit that mistake?
Yeah, it's tough. You just gotta, you gotta focus on every shift you take out there and make sure that you're not making those, mental mistakes that end up costing you. So, it'll turn around for us here, and we're getting better. We took 4-6 on the weekend, so I'm really excited for tomorrow night.
Kirby, solid weekend for not only the club but for yourself. Do you feel both of you are going in the right direction at the moment?
Yeah, I think so. I think first of all, I think we had a good weekend. Put some good minutes together, but there's always room for improvement. Obviously, getting 2 out of 3, you can't complain. But obviously, anytime you go in a game, you want to get the full 2 points.
It feels a little bit like you guys are eliminating some of those small mistakes that were costing the team early.
Yeah, I think so. I think we're starting to play more complete games. Not a perfect 60, obviously, but I think instead of maybe 30 minutes, we're playing more like 40, 45, and progressing towards that full 60.
And it doesn't seem like, as far as when you look at how you distributed some of those assists over the weekend, that it was absolutely one or two guys. It was distributed all over the lineup, and a lot of the offense too, by design, or a little bit of that's how it worked out.
I think maybe a little bit of both. I think I made a few good plays, but obviously when you get that many assists, you're gonna have some luck on your side too. And I'm working hard and just trying to make things happen, obviously.
On the weekend, Garrett Sparks picking up a couple of W's for the Toronto Marlies, but he also picked up a PR win. Garrett, first up, we'll talk, about the 2 wins over the course of the weekend. You guys come out going in the right direction on this road trip. How important is it for you guys to start picking up some W's here?
Well, we knew that going into this weekend that it was the end of our first half and the beginning of our second half, and we knew that we wanted to end the first half on a good note and get off to a hot start in the second half. And from this point on, it's all about winning hockey games.
Looking at another win for really, I think, Marlies PR more than anything else. A stick goes into the stands. Tell us in Bridgeport. Tell us about that story and what happened from your vantage point.
I'm actually pretty good friends with the photographer in Bridgeport, back from a Marlies training camp in Gravenhurst a couple years ago where I met him, and we were talking about how crazy of a game it was, and all of a sudden a stick comes flying into the stands, and I knew as soon as it came over that they were going to take it from this little girl, and I already had a stick that was broken, and as fate would have it, I'm sitting in the tunnel right next to her, and everything kind of just came together. Like for me, obviously, it's just running to the locker room and getting a stick that doesn't, can't perform for me anymore. And for her, it's, she's taken home a memory from a game with her dad, and, she's 8 years old. It's got to be a formative moment in her life. And I guess she created a Twitter account just to thank me, and that gained some traction as well. So all positives, I guess.
Marlies in the midst of the boat show road trip finish up with 3 games. One against Rochester on Wednesday night, and then they travel to St. John's to take on the Ice Caps.